Now let us learn about differences between rotational motion and circular motion. Now in a rotational motion, body stays in same place. Body stays in same place with moves and changes its position with time. That means body will be there at the same point only, but its position will change continuously. But in a circular motion, body does not stay in a same place, but it will move around a fixed point. Now observe carefully. Now you take fan here and blades of the fan, and generally what happens is blades of the fan will be there attached to a central one. Disc will be there like this, and position of this particular blade is not changing, but its position will change like this. But if you see the circular track and a athlete is running on it, his position is changing, but he is not having a fixed position like this, isn't it? Body does not stay in the same place, but body stays in the same place and rotates, moves. So this difference you have to understand. Here blade of the fan, and this is a athlete running in a track. Okay.
Got it, sir.
Yashika.
Yeah, got it, sir.
Right. Now next one is the body rotates about an axis, and that particular axis may not pass through the body, or it may pass through the body. It may be. Now when you are thinking about blades of the fan, axis is not passing through the blades, but through the circular disc it is passing, isn't it? The body rotates about an axis which may not pass through the body. So through the body it is not moving. When you are seeing about fan, blades of the fan, and axis is not passing through this particular blade, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Here, whatever the axis through which you are moving. Now here in a circular track, an athlete is moving, and if you say through which axis this athlete is moving, then you have to draw a line like this, and that line must go from you only. It moves along a path whose axis is passing through it. So definitely the line will pass through it. Through that only you are moving. And suppose if position is there here, athlete, then axis will be there like this, and that axis is going through this particular track only. So difference you observe. Axis may not pass through the body, but axis will pass through the body in a circular motion. And for a rotational motion, no linear motion is observed as a whole. But for a circular motion, body may undergo linear motion. Body may undergo linear motion for a circular motion. But for a rotational motion, body will not have any linear motion. Now see here. Now whether this particular whatever fan is there, blades of the fan is there, whether it will have any translatory motion? As a whole it is moving, or not only moving?
Sir, only the blades.
Blades will be touching with the disc, no?
Yes,
Only
sir.
blades are moving, and this disc is not moving along with this one, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So that's why here linear motion will not be observed, but linear motion will be observed for what? Circular motion. That means if train is moving like this. Now from here to here, if I think, this is called translatory motion only, no? As a whole, train is moving from here to here. It is called curvilinear motion. And curvilinear motion is one type of a translatory motion only. That means linear motion will be there for an object, if you consider in small portion. But in rotational motion, no linear motion will be there. And these are the differences between circular motion and rotational motion. Okay.
Sir, I didn't get the second part.
Second part, the body rotates about an axis, and that axis may not pass through the body or may pass through the body. Now see here, when you are thinking about the motion of a blades only, axis will be there through the blades or through this disc.
So disc.
So through the disc will be there. That means axis is passing through it. Axis is not passing through the blades only, no?
No, sir, it's not.
So in a rotational motion, axis will not pass through the body. Okay?
Okay.
But in circular motion, it moves along the path whose axis will passing through it. Suppose here circular motion is there. Now axis will be there here or not? Center only, no axis?
Yeah, sir.
Okay. Now, suppose circular motion means train is moving like this or not? By taking one point as a reference around it, it is moving like this. But axis of this particular train will be there through that object or it will be there out of that train.
I didn't get it.
Now,
Yes, sir, me too.
see here. Now train is there like this. One long train is there. And it is moving in a circular path like this.
Okay.
Axis of this particular train will be passing through the train or it will be passing through any other line. Train will be there. One train.
I still didn't get it.
See here. You take only isolated train. Train only you take. Train is moving like this, circular path.
Mhm.
Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let us consider not a train. Car is moving like this. Car is moving like this. Okay.
Okay.
As a total car is moving in a circular path like this. Now, axis of the car will be there at the center or not?
The axis of the car will be in the center.
Right. Now,
Axis of the car will be in center.
axis of
Axis
the,
is always in the center.
axis of the car will be with the car only, no?
Yeah.
Right. Now it is moving in a circular path like this. That means axis will be there through the body or it will not be there through the body.
Sir, it won't be through the body.
Why it won't be through the body?
So it's
Car-
just like attached to the body, but it's not going through the body.
No, you are not getting my point. Car is moving like this in a circular path, curvilinear path like this. But it is in a circular way. Okay. Now, axis of the car will go through the car or it will go through any other point.
Sir, axis of the car will go through the car only.
Car only. Now, suppose position of the car is there here. Now, where the axis will be for it? Axis will be there again center and you can draw like this. Okay. That means axis also will move along with this one. That means axis will pass through always through the body only. Axis will not be there outside of the body. But in this case, now blade is moving, but axis of the blade is not there through the body, but it is there to the disc which is touching with it. Isn't? Have you got my point? Blade is not having fixed point there. Axis is not there for the blade. Blade is having only connection with the disc, central disc. But that central disc is having axis, which goes through that particular disc. Isn't it? So you have to differentiate them. Only fan blade you have to observe here, and here as a total car you have to observe. Okay. Now,
Okay, sir.
whether fan is there in your room, Jessica?
Yeah, sir. There's a fan.
Right. Observe carefully. Blades are touched with the disc or not?
Yeah, sir.
Central round one will be there. Disc is there or not?
Yes, sir.
And
Yeah.
axis is there to the disc or blade?
Sir, it's to the disc.
There is a
Axis to the disc is there or blade?
Sir, disc.
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 That means axis is going through the blade or disc?
Sir, the
Disc.
axis is going through the disc.
Disc only. That means blade is having a axis now, which is passing through that. Through the blade, axis is not passing now.
No, sir.
Right. Then that only written here. The body rotates about an axis, may not pass through the body. That means it is not passing through that body. Axis is not passing through the body. But in case of circular motion, axis will also move in a circular way only, which will be there in the body itself. Okay, with the body itself, axis also will move. Right? Have you got to think about it, and I will clarify later after this. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah,
Right.
I got it. Sir.
Right. Now let us learn about the third type of a motion, which is called oscillatory motion. And oscillatory motion means what? If a object is moving to and
Sir,
fro
back
from,
and forth.
huh?
Sir, back and forth.
Right. So if an object is moving back and forth or to and fro about its moving position is called oscillatory motion. Now generally you know that the movement of a swing. Movement of swing means maybe you know that some kind of a this one will be there. This is called swing, and it is moving to and fro. That means this side and this side also it will move by taking this as a fixed point, and this will be called oscillatory motion. And this is also move up and down like this by taking this point as a reference here. So it is also called oscillatory. So oscillatory means it has to move to the two sides, to and fro or back and forth or up and down, whatever it may be. So it has to move two sides to that particular mean point. Then that type of a motion will be called oscillatory motion. And movement of a swing, oscillation of a pendulum in clock. Maybe you know that in a clock some pendulum will be there like this. It will move from this position to this position like this. Now it is changing the position like this. That means this is called central position, mean position, and to the mean position it is moving right. It is moving left also. So to and fro it is moving. So oscillations of a pendulum of a clock also will have oscillatory motion. The needle of a sieving machine moving up and down, that is also oscillatory motion. The piston of a motor car, that means in a motor car some piston will be there which will move up and down actually. Inside of a piston you have to see, or inside of a whatever car is there, inside of that some engine will be there, in that piston will be there, and that piston will move up and down actually. Because of that only car will gain some energy and thereby it will move. Next, the pressing cylinder of a juice machine, and the piston of a spray pump, all these are related with the piston only. So all piston generally will move up and down from its mean position. So this is also oscillatory. Oscillatory means it has to move two sides or only one side.
Has
Yashika,
two sides.
two sides. That means right and left. From a mean position it has to move. So then it will be called oscillatory motion. And in oscillatory motion, one more type of a motion will be there, which is called vibratory motion. And what is vibratory motion? Let us learn about it. It is another kind of oscillatory motion in which body does not move as a whole. That means entire body will not move. Only some part of the body will move up and down or to and fro. Like one example is there here. What is this example? Maybe violin is there. Suppose if you
The
pluck
guitar.
guitar, if you pluck here, what happens? The string will vibrate here only. The string which is attaching here will not vibrate. That means total string will vibrate or only some part of the string will vibrate here.
Only some part of the string will vibrate.
Okay, some part of the string only will vibrate. It will not vibrate totally. Now here also it is called tuning fork, which produces sound actually. And now if you hit this tuning fork here, if you are hitting here, what happens is it will move here and this part will not move. That means as a body totally moving or some part is only moving?
So
Some part only will move. So if body is not moving totally, then it will be called vibratory motion. If totally moving, it is called oscillatory motion. So understand the difference. If only some part of the object is moving to and fro, that means up and down or back and forth, then it will be called oscillatory. If only some part is moving, then it will be called vibratory motion. So many other examples are there. See these examples. When you pluck a string of a guitar or sitar, it vibrates to and fro about its position of rest and produces music. So some part only will move there. During breathing also, our chest expands and contracts. The motion of this particular is vibratory in nature. Why? Because all other parts are not moving, only chest part will move. So all the points on the chest do not move out equally. So all parts will not move equally, only some part of the chest will move. That's why it is called vibratory motion. Now again tell me, in oscillatory and vibratory, what is the difference? Yashika,
Yes, sir.
tell me what is the difference between oscillatory and vibratory?
Sir?
What is the difference between oscillatory and vibratory?
I didn't get it.
What is the difference between oscillatory and vibratory motion?
Okay, oscillatory motion is a motion is when something moves back and forth. That motion is called oscillatory motion, and vibratory motion, it only some part of the object will move. Only some part of it will move.
Some part of it will move, whether it move to and fro or any other type of a motion will be there.
Sir?
It will move to and fro, or it will move from one point to another point.
It will move to and fro.
That means up and down only, no?
Yeah, sir.
Right. So then what is the difference? We are saying both the same. You have to say like this. Oscillatory means total body will vibrate up and down. Our total body will move up and down. But whereas for vibratory motion, only some part of the body will move to and fro. Other part may move or may not move. Okay. If total part is moving, it is called oscillatory. Vibratory means what? Only some part of it will move like that. Okay.
Yes, sir. I
Right.
got.
Okay. Now, generally in this particular oscillatory motion, you will have one more type of a motion, which is called periodic motion. And what is periodic motion? Let us try to understand about it. A
So
motion,
periodic motion is when a particular action happens again and again in like the same distance of time.
right? If a motion which repeats itself in a regular intervals of time, then it is called periodic motion.
Like a heartbeat.
Right, a heartbeat.
And maybe sometimes
The rise of the
some
sun
people
and
have a
moon.
cuckoo clock. Every hour the cuckoo comes out. So it's periodic. The cuckoo comes out every hour.
Okay, okay. Right. The motion around the sun is a periodic or not? The motion of earth around the sun.
The motion around the sun is periodic.
Right.
Yeah,
Why?
Because it takes exactly 365 days and 6 hours to complete the entire motion every year.
Right, very good. It is a sun and this is earth. Generally, earth will move around the sun completely as a one circle in how many days? 365, 1/4 day. Already you learnt it, isn't it? And after 365, 1/4 days, what happens? Again, it will move in the same manner or not?
yes, sir. It will take this
But then again, it will move in the same.
Right, it will be repeated in equal intervals of time.
amount of time. That's the periodic.
Right, it is a periodic. The swinging pendulum in a wall clock also will be periodic. That means in suppose pendulum is there like this. Generally, pendulum will be arranged in such a way that it completes one vibration like this in 2 seconds. That means every 2 seconds it goes from point A It reaches to point B and again comes to A. So in every 2 seconds, it will be repeated like this. It will be periodic or not?
It will be periodic.
Surely is periodic.
Okay. So needle of a sieving machine running at constant speed. This is also periodic. Why? Because at what rate it is moving. At the same time, again comes back like this. If one oscillation is finished in 1 second, again it will make one oscillation in 1 second again. Like that, always it moves like that only. So in equal intervals of time, it is repeating the same motion. Now, heartbeat of a normal human being also is a periodic motion. Motion of a swing also periodic. The movement of the lungs during the breathing also will be periodic. So all these are periodic. Periodic means what? Same type of a motion will be repeated in equal intervals of time.
So the motion will take the same amount of time to it will move in a same. It will move in taking the same amount of time.
Right. So I understood your answer. Same type of a path will be repeated in a same intervals of time, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now that is periodic. Now let us learn about random motion. A body which has particular motion that suddenly changes to other kind of a motion is said to be having random motion. In other words, the motion without any sequence or direction is called random motion. That means it may change from translatory to rotatory, rotatory to translatory. It may change in a different way. Then that type of a whatever motion is there, that will be called random motion. Now a buzzing bee, maybe you know that whatever buzzing bee is there, which will come to your ear very close. So it may move in a different manner. Sometimes it may move round, it may move linear, isn't it? And a football player on the field also, he may move like this, he may move like this, he may come like this, he may move like this. So he is not in a particular motion. He may be in a rotatory motion like this at this point. So if different types of emotions are exhibited at the same time, that means in some time, then it will be called motion.
Sir, someone who's dancing doesn't move in a particular motion, so it's random motion, right? Someone who's dancing.
Yeah, yeah. So the motion of a hockey ball during a game, hockey ball also, what happens? Sometimes it will move like this, so rotates. Sometimes it will move like this. So hockey ball also will move in a different way. Sometimes it may rotate, sometimes it may translate, and sometimes it may go like this vibratory. So all types of emotion will be mixed here. So that type of motion will be called random. The flying motion of a sparrow, that is also called random motion. A monkey performing antics on a tree, maybe you know that monkey will move in a different way. That is also called random motion. So random means you can't say perfectly whether it is a translatory or oscillatory or rotatory. Can you say like that? Can you say like that?
No, sir, we're not sure how the object might move. That's why it's random.
Very good. So that type of emotion is called random. Okay.